Hey guys, it's Dave Pitcock here at the Lavinity headquarters, and I wanted to reach out to you today and just share with you for 4 or 5 minutes. Guys, I've had a lot of people asking me about this mind-weaving workshop that I'm doing on April 21st. And on April 21st, it's the next Saturday, in Salina, Kansas, I'm doing a workshop. And it's going to be about a 4 or 5 hour workshop. It starts at 10 o'clock in the morning. It's free, but there's 11 or 12 seats left. And I've had several people ask me, what in the heck is this? Guys, in the last 15 years of my life in this industry of direct sales and network marketing, one of the biggest challenges that I've seen, it's really twofold. One, people will come up to me and say, Dave, I'm having trouble setting goals. I really don't know what I want. And the real issue is I get excited about something. Either I go to a meeting or an event, or I watch a webinar, or I see something, and I get really excited about it. And I think I know what I really want, but then it doesn't happen. Or something happens to where the thing that I want doesn't happen. And guys, that's really what next Saturday is about. There's a lot of things we're going to cover. One of the things that we're going to cover is how that thought process flows. And that thought process, we call it a thought flow. But basically, I have a formula, I have a sheet, and if I could share it with you on here, I would, but it's something that we'll share next Saturday. But it's when you have a good thought. You have this thought that you know you want to happen, you're excited about the business, you're excited about a vacation coming up, you're excited about something that's happening, and then what happens is you have a hang-up. Something real happens to your life that maybe stops that. You know, maybe it's maybe you were going to go on vacation, but the plans got, you know, your schedule got messed up. So what we're going to teach people how to do is overcome those hang-ups that happen when you have a thought. And then there's another thing that happens too. So you have this thought that you're going to go on vacation. Something happens that messes with your schedule. You get over that hang-up and fix it, and then what happens is there's another program that pops in your head, but I don't have enough money. Or I'm not sure I know how to get there. Or there's all of these things. There's these stop programs, bad programs, hang-ups, call them what you want. But it messes up your thought flow. You've all had great ideas. You've all had moments of inspiration where you absolutely knew exactly what you wanted to do. And maybe it's with this business specifically, that I absolutely know this is what I want. I want financial freedom. I want this stuff. But every time I think about it, something gets in the way. And this is what I've worked on very hard for the last 5 or 6 years, and it's called mind weaving. And that's what the workshop's about. But it's going to teach you how to have that good thought. And if the hang-up does happen to come up, or a bad program does happen to come up, within seconds, we'll show you how to eliminate them so you can continue down that path. One of the other things we're going to talk about, there's 2 other things that we're really going to focus on. One, it's a couple of timelines. One is your timeline of awareness. And your timeline of awareness is basically, I also have a sheet on that, and if I'd have thought I could have got these where I could put a link up and you guys could check them out before the event even starts. But at the event they'll be available, and of course after the event we're going to talk about these a lot. But it's where did my programs come from? Why do I think the way I do? Why do I have that good thought and then something doesn't happen? How can I go to an event or listen to somebody be excited about the business and then I just feel, but why isn't it working for me? There's reasons why. Guys, there's people ever since you were, and if I drew a timeline out, you could start the timeline when you were like 6 years old, and then 10 years old, and 14 years old, and 18 years old. At every stage in your life, there are things around you, people around you, that share things with you that you take as truth. And when you take them as truth, they are written in your mind. And that way, when other things start to come up, you go back to those things, and a lot of times they're bad programs. Their things just simply aren't true, but you took them as truth. And what we do is we're going to show you how to overcome those. And again, within seconds. Here's the deal. Guys, all of this stuff is so simple, but it's things that we're not taught in school. It's stuff that we're not aware of these things. So, you know, the awareness timeline really talks about why and what is affecting me to the point that I want to do certain things and I want to make this decision, but for some reason something keeps stopping me and it's driving me crazy. I have all this chatter in my head and it won't quit and it's not letting me do the things I want. I want to show you how to get over them. And the last thing is how to actually set goals. You know, a lot of people say, oh, I have goals and I got a few things wrote down, but do you really know how to make them work? Do you know how to give them life? Do you know how to give the goals you really want energy so they actually happen. And you know, when I was 19 years old, I got handed a book called Psycho-Cybernetics, and it talked so much about your imagination and how you can take your imagination and actually build yourself up to be successful. And guys, I've done this over my life several times. But the next thing that we're going to do is it's a timeline of your great past experiences. We're going to get into things that have happened into your life that made you feel amazing, and then we're going to attach the goals that you want to those experiences. It's one of the most powerful ways to set goals and create things in motion so that you're actually getting the things you want. Here's the deal. Most people, most of their lives, they want things in their life, but all they think about is what other people told them or the bad experiences they've been through. Very rarely, when was the last time you woke up or stopped yourself in the middle of the day and you actually were feeling good because of things you would notice that you did in the past? And what happens to most people, their thought flow, they have a thought, it lasts for about 30 seconds, and then they don't think about it again. Maybe 2 days later, they'll go, oh man, I remember when I thought. But the reason is you had that good thought, but hang-ups and bad programs stopped you along the way to achieving that thought. And that's a couple of things that we're going to do here on Saturday on April 21st. So guys, I just wanted to reach out to you because I know we have a couple seats left and I'm excited to have the room full. And if you guys have any interest at all in coming, like I said, this is not per se a Lavinity event. This is a workshop that's really geared towards, I like to call it mind weaving. It's how to put a good string of thoughts together all of the time so you feel good all the time and you know why. Here's the thing that most people, we don't learn. I didn't learn this. Nobody taught us this. We don't know why we don't get the things that we really want. You know, you're supposed to be happy. You're supposed to achieve your goals and dreams. You're supposed to have the things that come into your mind that excite you and make you happy. And most people don't live that way. Most people struggle most of their lives. Most people are very pessimistic. They don't believe anything is good. And I want to show you why that is. And I want to help you fix that in your life. They're the greatest lessons I've ever learned. And it's one of the biggest challenges that I've seen in this industry. People get so excited because it's an amazing industry, but then they stop themselves or they allow the things in their past to stop them. And guys, we're going to overcome that and show you some very, very simple techniques to do that. And then likewise, we're going to follow up with you. Everybody that comes to the event next Saturday, I'm going to follow up with you for 21 days. We're going to make these things a habit in your life. So it's not like just going to an event where you hear this stuff one time. They're exercises we're going to do together as a group, and then you're going to leave, and we're going to continue to do them for 21 days together. It's going to be a very it'll be a mind-changing and a mind-altering event. We're gonna have a lot of fun. But if you guys have interest in coming, you can email me at david@lavinity.com, or you can also call our headquarters and say, hey, I want to reserve one of those last seats. And like I said, there's about 11 or 12 seats left. So today I just wanted to reach out to a few of you and invite you. It's a free event, and I'm also buying your lunch. So I hope to see you there.